getting here, let's have a girls talk. Okay, let's have a girls talk. We're going to talk about things that men crave for in bed. Okay, let's talk about the sexual stuff, the support men need in bed when it comes to sex, when it comes to intimacy, when it comes to making love. Okay, when me and my girls, we do talk about stuff. Okay, a couple of weeks ago, one of my girls came to my studio and we got in it and we went in there, and I personally went back way behind when I was a teenager before I got married. Okay, I'm a married woman, so I've got a certificate to talk about sex. Okay, so let's talk about things that men crave in bed. By the way, I'm your DJ Stuzia. Watch my channel, Straight Talk Media, and let's talk. Don't forget to put your comment there and subscribe to my channel. We're going to touch on a couple of things that men want when it comes to sex. Men want to feel safe, safe during sex. That's very important. Men want to feel safe during sex by not complaining what they are doing right and doing wrong. You know what? Some of us, the women, we like to talk by nature, okay? And men are not like that. Men are, they like to talk, but they can't stand in that competition with us when it comes to talking. And sometimes during sex, some women are very impatient because they just want it and they want to have orgasm and all that. So it's like men don't want that. During sex, there's no complaining. There's no complaining. Men want to feel safe and secure and be in their game when it comes to sex. Just stop talking, stop moaning, allow them to prove to you that they are man, they are men, they can do what they can satisfy you. But sometimes some women, they can't help us, why are you doing that, why are you doing that? Just allow them, because he won't kill you. Your man will not kill you during sex. Maybe it's just something that he wants to exploit, that you don't even know he was going to go there. If he does, just in a nice way, just have the communications in a nice way, but don't complain. During sex, men want to feel safe. They don't want any complaining, moaning, belittling them and telling them, all that is not necessary. Okay? They don't need that. Don't judge them. Don't judge them during sex. Because maybe you are ahead of him, you're all ready to have your orgasm, you want it in a certain way, but he's not touching that way for you. There's no complaining. In a nice way, tell him men want to be guided. Okay? Men want to be guided during sex. Ask them what they want and how they want it during sex. Men love that. If you're one of those women that can be in that position and ask your man, okay, when you are in a mood, ask him, sweetheart, how do you want it? Just ask him. Men want that. Men want women, strong women, with passion about sex. They want the women to tell them, this is how I want it, this is how I want it. And it's vice versa. They want you to also tell them, how, and you also have to ask them what they want and all that. Okay? So bear in mind that we're talking about what men crave for in bed. They don't want to complain in the morning in bed. Whatever they're doing, maybe you might be on top of your game. Maybe some of us the women, we're very professional when it comes to sex, and our game is up there. But some of the men are still learning. So whatever level your man is during sex, you need to take your time. Don't complain, don't moan. Show him. If you think that he's not doing what you want, tell him how you want it, exactly how you want it, exactly where you want it to be. And men love that. Want women with that courage who tell them just do that and I'll be in there with you. You understand? So I think make him feel that you are there, you are in with to explore with him. Some men like to exploit. I did a video about men watching pornography and all that. Listen, 80% of our husbands, boyfriend, whatever, they watch pornography. They watch, or they look. There's pictures out there. Some of them they can't have the time to watch, but they look at the pictures and all that. And some of them want to exploit it with you as a wife or as a girlfriend. You understand? So make him feel like you are in whatever he wants to exploit with you during sex. Just don't hold back, don't complain, don't nag. Just make him feel that you were in it. Tell him, listen, if this is what you want us to explore, I'm in it with you. You know we've never done that before. I've not done that, but I'm in it with you, and let's see how we go. If I don't like it, I will let you know, and then we can get it, in a different angle. All right. So men love women to exploit with them when it comes to sexual. They want you to exploit with them. They want you to listen to them. They want you to feel the moment and be in with them and let them, be in control, because they want to satisfy you. Remember, but some of us, the women, when it's something new that we haven't explored, we haven't had before. It's like, oh God, where is it? Why is he doing that? Where did he? Who taught him how to do that? Where is it? Because maybe he's having some side chick. Whatever it is in your mind, just keep it. You have sex, because remember, morning nagging can put men off. It can even make their personality, okay, that thing will go down, because you're moaning and nagging. Men don't want that, because they want to be in control. So let them feel that you're in the air to explore, to explore whatever they want to explore with you, okay? And if they are doing it and if you don't like it, in a nice way, just let them know. Ask him what he likes. It's also good, because men want that. Men want us, the women, to ask them, sweetheart, how do you want it tonight? Okay, what are we going to do? Which position? What do you want? Ask him. Ask him. Ask him what he wants, what he wants to exploit tonight, what position. Ask him. Just ask him what he wants. Let him feel like you're in it with him tonight. You just want to go down with him, okay? With that, you can both be in the same level and feel the connection and then enjoy, because it's not enjoyable when one person is and the other person. But when you have that courage to ask him, sweetheart, how do you want it? What do those things? It lifts their mood up. It lifts their spirit up. It lifts whatever up, and they will be in there, because he knows that you're ready for it. Because men, when they're ready for sex, not much can put them off, unless maybe too much nagging. But when they're ready for it and they're coming for you, and you meet them in the middle and let him know that you're also in for it, you're going to do it together, and then you take control and ask him, how do you want it? Where do you it gives them that, it makes them love you anymore. They trust you, because remember, men want to feel safe and trusted during sex. They want to explore with you. Okay, they want to explore with you. So feel free, feel bold to tell them what you want and how you want it. Some of them are not they have little experience, because but if you have that experience, teach him, support him, let him feel like a man. Tell him how to drive the car. And men love that. They want women who can be in control. Use your feminism body to to bring him in the mood, because sometimes your husband will come back from work and you can see he's so tired, and he just like bosses, dragging him, making him overwork and all that, and his spirit is down. That's the moment for you to use your feminine body to lift your husband's spirit up by using these boobs to whacking him in the face, dragging him, and just come on now. Your body's made you sad. I'm here. Your wife is here to cheer you up. Come on now. Hold him and just take him in that bedroom and just use your feminine body to lift your husband's spirit. Lift your husband. Men love to be invited, by a woman into bed to tell them exactly, to guide them what they want to do. Imagine your husband coming back from work, he's all tired and all that, complaining about these nasty bosses, bullying them, making them overwork and all that. And he's so sad. He wish he have his own business and wish he never have to work for that boss. And you say, sweetheart, it's okay, we'll be all right. You hold him by the arm, hold it tight, and just walk into that bedroom. Use your feminine body to just, walk that fake spirit, that bad spirit of his boss off, his face. Wrap it in his face. Men love that. They love it when we women, we take control and invite them into the bedroom and just tell them, invite them into the bedroom and then tell them what we want them to do to us, just to make them happy. They love that. They love that. Okay, your side chick that your husband is running to every day, that's nothing. This is all the stuff that this side chick does, because as wife and all that, we make excuses, the children, the homework, we use excuses, and we tend to neglect our husband. So when he goes to that side chick and they use that feminine body to wipe them in the face, lift their moods up and all that, then your husband is gone. So I'm a married woman as well, so I'm telling you some of the tricks that I practice and it works for me. Okay, so let's do it together. Use your feminine body, feminine touch to lift your husband's mood up. Show him what to do, even though you're driving the car in your head, but you tell him he's driving. Show him where to turn the car, left and right and all that. Men love that. Remember, men like to be the head and we are a neck, but without the neck the head cannot turn. Okay, so this is how it works when it comes to what men crave in bed. They won't tell you, but this is some of the things that they crave for. So let's put it in practice. Get a connection in there. Use our feminine body to invite them into the bedroom and whack it in your face, the breast, rub it in your face. Okay, sometimes you can use that thing to rub it between your do that. Okay, so we're talking about what men craves in bedroom. Okay, sex and physical touch is their way of telling you that they like, sometimes when you're in the house, your husband will be touching you, walking you in the bottom and all that. It's sometimes the way of them telling you that this night, I want to, I want it tonight, or I'm in the mood, okay, I'm in the mood, I want this booty now, or I'm in the mood for tonight, or whatever you can make time for me, let's zip it and do it. So when you're in the house and your husband is slapping you behind and doing all that, it's the way of telling you that, sweetheart, I'm in the mood, okay, we can even do it now. But sometimes we the women, we don't pick those signs out. We just put everything back and hide over the washing, the cleaning, and we just tend to neglect them and all that. I used to do that as well. Sometimes I do that as well. But I'm telling you that when your husband does that, that's the time for you to give him the attention, walking in, from behind, touching in, all that. Straight away you should know that he's in the mood. If the children are not in the house, it's just two of you. Even if your children are in the house, find a way of keeping them occupied. Okay, you can go back to the toilet, both of you, and just do the doggy style. You can go to the kitchen. You know what, I was watching a video a couple of weeks ago, and this woman, the husband is sitting in the sofa drinking his beer, and this woman wearing this short short sneakers, and all of a sudden with the bra on, came to the husband dancing with this movie, and then all of a sudden the children came and he started hopping like it was so funny. We need to do that sometimes and wake our husbands up, whack this in their faces, just some sexy mode to show them that we're still here. Okay, we've been married for 10 years, 20 years, 2 children, 4 children, but we still got to move. Okay, so use your feminine body to entice your husband, because men love that. Invite them to the bedroom and show them exactly how you want him to drive the car, and tell him to turn left and right. They like that. They like women who are in control. Most of the times women, we wait for our husbands to approach our, but it's about time that we approach them and tell them how we want it and how we want them to stick it. Okay, don't forget, you're watching the DJ Stones. Yeah, we're talking about things men crave for in the bedroom. Men crave for women who are in control. Tell them, don't make them feel intimidated during sex. Don't belittle them like, why are you not doing that morning and nagging? That men don't want. They want women who can be in charge sometimes. Tell them how to drive. Men want to be the head, so you be in the neck. You tell him, drive it left and right, and then be in a connection and enjoy the moment. Men love that. Let's do that to rekindle our marriages and our relationship. Okay, tell him how he tends you. Sometimes it's good. Sex and physical touch is their way to tell you they care about you. Tell him how they care about you. It's a way of telling you how they love you and everything. So pick up those signs up when you're in the house and he's touching you behind and all that. That's the time. Just like, so yeah, if you stop what you're doing now, we can get it in and out quickly before the children get in. He's your husband. He's your whatever person he is. You need to enjoy that moment with him. For some men, sex is a vulnerable way of coping with their, coping with their emotions. Some men want sex. That's why sometimes I had one night stand. When a man is worried too much, they go to the nightclub and have drinks, get drunk, and then have one night stand just to get over their emotion, control their emotions, those things. So you need to feel, they want to feel special. Men want to feel special and safe during sex and all that, but sometimes it's a way of getting their vulnerability out and telling, getting out of their system, which it is the way they deal with it. Don't date men who are operating from a wounded space. Don't sleep with men who are using a sex as a weapon to get over their exes. I don't like that. If you're a young woman dating men, because like I said, men use sex as their emotional weapon. Sex can be like emotional weapon. Maybe their girlfriends has dumped them, so they go to the nightclub, drink and all that, and they want to have sex with everything. No, that's not right. Don't date such men, okay? And there's no connection there. You will never enjoy sex with a man who's using you to get over his broken hearted. Listen, because the connection is not there. All he's thinking about his ex that dumped him, and he's using you, as a weapon to get to forget about his ex and all that. That kind of says there's no love there. And I advise women not to date such men. Don't date such men, because they're just using you, because they want to take you through all the hard roads and all that. They want you to do all that for them, but it's not like they want to keep you. They're just using you to get over they are broken hearted. Remember, we're talking about things that men crave for in the bedroom. You watch your DJ Stones here, watch my channel Straight Talk Media, subscribe, and don't forget to like all my videos. And if you have any comments, put it down and then we can talk about it later. I love you for watching. Call me DJ Stones here and I'll respond yes, Apple Crapper. You understand? So, and remember, remember, men want to feel safe during sex. Don't change them. This video is very short, because again, as like my girl was here 3 weeks ago, we were talking about all these things, and things are coming up. I'm going back to my roots, talking about sexual and how it helps people to rekindle their relationship, and things that to make your husband feel like yes, you enjoy his sex, you want him every day, you're craving for him. So you understand. So remember, feel safe. Men want to feel safe during sex. Men want to feel safe during sex, they want to be protected, they want to feel like you're in there with them. It's not just them wanting you. Sometimes, men, when they want sex, like we all know, I think we all have that, like when men want sex, they want it, okay? They don't care where it is, they will stick it back. Sometimes you need to play a point, you need to play parts in it. It makes it more enjoyable. Even though sometimes you don't want to have sex, but your husband wants it, or your partner wants it, you want to satisfy them, but you still have to be in that connection, that level with them, and make them feel like, you're enjoying it. Because, when we do that, sometimes it makes them feel, even though the sex will happen, the act will happen, but there's no anything enjoyable, any memorable stuff for them to carry on, so when they go out and where other women just side chase and ties them, take them in and do all that, then they want to go and get more, because you're not giving it to them, okay? As a married woman myself, that's why I'm saying that we need to let our husbands feel special, satisfied. We need to be in that level with them. We need to tell them what we want, when we want them to stick it, how we want us to drive us. It makes it enjoyable, it makes it satisfying, because if it's not satisfying and he's craving for more, then he's going to go out there and look for more. Like I said, 80% of men watch pornographic movies or pictures and all that, and all these girls are there. Now you have to just pick up your phone and the sex line is there, and your husband is going, your husband will tell you, I'm going to work, and even when he's working, lunchtime he can go and have sex with all these women, because they're ready, ever ready there. They will give your husband whatever they want, he wants, as far as he's going to pay them. And I don't want your husband to be connected to that world. You can do it. If other women can do it, married women, we can do it before. Remember, we did it before. We used to do it before these babies came, before all these responsibilities came. But it's okay. But once in a while, just meet him in the middle. Show him that you still got the move. Like I told you, I was watching this, a woman, dancing sexually to the husband, and all of a sudden the children came in and he started hopping like a baby and all on the floor. We need to learn. I said to one of my guys, wow girl, we need to learn how to do all these moves, okay? And let our husbands know that we're still here, okay? Even though we've been married for 20 years, children and all that, we still got the moves. So thank you so much. Thank you. He wants to know if it's safe to share his desires with you. Men want to know. They might be watching pornographic, movies and all that, but they want to feel sex during the sex with you. They want to exploit that with you. He wants to connect, with you in bed. Tell him, and guide him how you want it. They want that. They desire that. Tell him how you want it and guide him where he should stick it. And tell him after the act, tell him how you enjoy it and everything. Remember, your partners, your husband and wife, You are together. So there's no shame in that game. Be vulnerable. Let him enjoy, let him connect. Remember the last time you were vulnerable, connected with your husband. Tell me how much you enjoy sex. Sex is nice when you all have the same mentality, you are in the same level, and you meet in that place. I tell you what, is enjoyable. I got to tell you my story one time before I got married. Me and my husband, I tell you what, I really enjoy sex. Before, I come from a Christian home when they tell you need to be married before sex and all that. We were doing it, but I still felt like something was holding me back. I couldn't enjoy sex when I was dating, but when I met my husband, for some reason, I was so vulnerable during sex, and we did it, and we did it good, and I always remember that time. Bless up to you all. Bless up.